I'd play Kingdom Hearts music in the background, but I don't want to get copyrighted. Also, I don't know when people are going to join, so I'll I will start talking about the topic as soon as I see people pop in. Well, actually, maybe no one will pop in, which is I guess is fine if that's the case. Is it kind of doing this randomly? I didn't really announce it anywhere, so random live stream in the middle of the night because I felt like it, and I thought it's fun. So yeah, random live stream in the middle of the night. Hello, Lily. Welcome to the live stream. So we're gonna talk about why I love Kingdom Hearts, and I made this stream because hello, Sans, because I love Kingdom Hearts. Same here, Nico, and I'm about to explain why I love it so much. Yeah, hi, long time no talk. Hello, DJ. Um, Hello, Nightmare Morningstar. So this is why I like Kingdom Hearts. With starting with the first game, obviously, I was a young boy. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is the goat. Dang, why is this so hard? I'm struggling. Okay, so starting with the first game, here's some set dressing so you understand where my headspace was when the first game came out. I was 7 years old. Obama had just become president of the United States of America, and I was officially, my parents had officially broken up, and my father and I were kicked out of the house. I was staying at a friend's house at the time, or one of my father's friends' houses, and I didn't have much except the clothes on my back. I was very, very poor. I didn't get to eat that often, and generally life was pretty rough. Um, this is setting up before I discovered Kingdom Hearts, by the way. So I was a kid who didn't really have any friends. I was constantly constantly laughed at and made fun of for the fact that my parents had broken up, and you know, I'd constantly be called no mom, and it was bad, right? And so I felt really lonely that I didn't really have any friends. And one of my father's friends had a PlayStation 2. And we were staying at their house, and we were homeless. We didn't have anything. I had nothing, right? Except maybe the clothes on my back. And they were playing some strange game on their PlayStation 2. So I walked closer, and they told me it was Final Fantasy X. I asked if I could look at the games they had, and they said sure. So I bent down and looked at this little small game collection that they had. And keep in mind, the only games I've played up until that point were some games on the Wii, I think, and a couple computer games. I had never even really touched a console, let alone, actually had one. So I went over and I started playing. I found a game called Kingdom Hearts, and I'm like, ooh, Kingdom Hearts. That sounds interesting. It has a person with a key for a sword. That sounds pretty cool. Oh, Plum. I'm feeling a little better, but I'm still pretty sick. I don't think I'm going to be making any audios anytime soon. Um, what was that? Oh, yeah. So I found that game and I asked them about it, and they told me I could put it in the PS2. So they stopped playing Final Fantasy X because at that time I was just a little kid going, ooh, PS2. You don't even know what that is. I don't know what, I only PlayStation I've played is the PlayStation 1. I don't even know what a PlayStation 2 is. So I got to put in Kingdom Hearts, right? And keep in mind, they didn't have any save. Back in those days, you needed little save things you had to plug into the consoles. Save cards. Or I think they were called save cards. I don't remember. But you had to plug it in the front. If you didn't have it, you couldn't save your game. And we didn't have any of those. So we weren't saving the game. So when you played a game, you had to play it all the way through in one go, which was really hard because these were really big RPGs. But I didn't really care. So I started playing Kingdom Hearts, and I'm going to be honest, I sucked really badly at it. I was really bad at Kingdom Hearts 2. Not Kingdom Hearts 2, the first Kingdom Hearts. But I remember making it all the way to Monstro and Agrabah and feeling so proud of myself. Um, Back during those days, I think the farthest I ever made it was no, Kingdom Hearts came out I think in like wasn't it 2000 like no, it was really old. Um, and I remember making it all the way to Monstro, and then finally actually getting all the way up to Hollow Bastion. Oh, let me read this real quick. I have very vague memories of my older brother playing Kingdom Hearts 2. I was probably 4, my brother was probably 8. My brother started playing when he was 6, started when I was 12. Kingdom Hearts is, I'm going to get into why it's really, really important series to me. I just got to set up the background. So I started playing it, and I keep in mind, we weren't there all the time. So we'd disappear for months going to random cities wherever my father could find work. And he'd drop me off at random places. But my mind would always go back to that weird little game I played on PS2. Because I'm like, that seems so weird. That's so strange. That's a strange game that I really, really liked. I want to play that again. And for my 9th birthday, and I remember this so well, the person who played PS2 got a PS3. And they got Kingdom Hearts for the PS3, and they didn't need it for the PS2 anymore. So they gave me their PS2. Also, hello Jinx. Kingdom Hearts franchise except for Kingdom Hearts 3 because I helped my brother defeat. Nice. Um, and I got it for my 9th birthday because they didn't need the PS2 anymore, so they handed it off to me along with a copy of Kingdom Hearts 1, Final Fantasy X, and what was the other game? There was one more. I think no, I think was that it? No, that was it. No, that was it. Those were the only 2 games I got for it. And at first I tried out Final Fantasy X because I didn't play it ever. And I liked it a little bit, but it was it was a fun game, but I got stuck on an airship part where I couldn't defeat this big giant dragon. Yeah, save cards. That's what I was trying to remember. Save cards. Yeah, I save cards as a child. Man, I didn't have one of those, so I couldn't save my game when I was a kid. But I did get one though. When I got the PS2 from my father's friend, he she sorry I keep calling me she did give me a save card. She went out and got one, so I was able to save my game finally, which was very interesting. Not having to rush through Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts though, playing Kingdom Hearts 1 back then, Kingdom Hearts 1 symbolized my innocence in a lot of ways because I had freshly lost it. I had been thrown out of my old home, and and over that course of that year, I had been beaten down so many times. I had lost everything to my name. I didn't go to school anymore, and I was really, really alone. And Kingdom Hearts 1 Kingdom Hearts 1 really symbolized why it was why it really symbolized a return of innocence to me. Also, I'll be right back. Sorry, I gotta handle something real fast. Okay, I'm back. Oh, I'm back. Sorry about that. Is it glitching out? Okay, we're back. Whew. Okay. No, it's not Tears in the Kingdom. Buddy, can you lay down for me? No. Can you lay down? Can you lay down? Thank you. Sorry about that. Um, where was I? Okay. Have you ever played The World Ends With You? Some of the characters are in Dream Drop Distance. That game, along with Kingdom Hearts franchise, helped me get through some shit in high school, middle school. Um, I don't think I've played the world. I don't know. I haven't played the World Ends With You. I've played. I've played some of the beginning parts of Dream Drop Distance, but I've mostly just watched Let's Plays of it because I have to get 2.8 to get that, and I don't own 2.8. But anyway, let me start back where I was. Sorry, I had to handle something Mom needed me. Um, the reason why Kingdom Hearts 1, though, held a lot of importance to me is because I was just in such a horrible way. And life was really, really hard for me as a child. I didn't get a lot of food. I didn't really get a lot of attention. And quite a lot of the time, I was expected to know grown up things while only being 8 years old and expected to act as a grown up. I was exposed to a lot of violent and heinous things and was abused verbally and physically quite a lot. And Kingdom Hearts, the first game, was my escape from that. And it really was a return back to what I was before, an innocent child. And that's what Kingdom Hearts 1 held a lot to. And the game itself, Sora, is a child throughout most of the game. And through the end of the game, he's exposed to very dark and malicious things, but he's able to brave through it with the power of his friends. And around that time, I made a friend. We don't really talk anymore, but as a child, just having someone like me in similar circumstances and having to go through the same exact thing I was, as bad as it was, having someone to confide in made it all the better. And having just someone to, talk to, it helped me get by it. And Kingdom Hearts, we played it together, got through each hard boss fight together. We beat in all the secret. Actually, were the secret bosses in that version? Yeah, there was. There was the sand one. I remember the sand one was in there, and the Agrabah, and I think there was others, but that's the main one I remember having to beat. And I remember just how awesome I felt when I did that. And I'd play through Kingdom Hearts over and over and over and over again. And Final Fantasy X just kind of got ignored a bit. I didn't really care for it that much. I mean, the turn-based combat was kind of cool, but at that point in my life, I wasn't really into that. I was more into action RPGs. I still kind of am, but they don't dominate as much as they used to. Kingdom Hearts, now moving forward, I'd never even heard of a sequel game before. Before that point, I didn't know sequels were a thing. Keep in mind, my only video game experience were the Super Mario games, and those aren't really canonical. I mean they are. They have end numbers on them, but you can play any of them out of order and be fine. Kingdom Hearts 2 though was the first time I played that game a couple years after I played the first one. I was 10 years old. I remember on my 10th birthday, I didn't own the game, but my friend got it. And he was real mean to me. Calling him a friend is he was more of a antagonizer. He would often make fun of me, put me down. But we'd also have good moments, right? And one of those good moments I remember was he got Kingdom Hearts 2, and instead of demeaning me or being mean to me or making fun of me, he invited me to sit down next to him as he played. And I never touched the controller, mind you, but I watched him play through Kingdom Hearts 2 all the way to the halfway point. And I'm just thinking about it now is kind of crazy. Because the fact that there was a sequel to it, and by the way, when I first saw Kingdom Hearts 2, I thought that they changed Kingdom Hearts 1. I didn't even know that, that sequels were a thing. So to see a sequel, that was my first exposure to that kind of idea, right? And it was insane to me. Because keep in mind, I'm not going to school, right? I'm not really interacting with people. The only people I'm interacting are downtrodden children that happen to find their way into the home I'm in. And to give more reference to that, my father just ditched me at a random home of his friends, and I just kind of lived there for a while. He'd sometimes occasionally drop cash off for people to take care of me, and then would disappear again. So he was really inactive in my life for a large portion of it. And when I did see him, it was just like, hey, hey, and then that was it. There was not really a fatherly bond going on. He wasn't really there. And my mother didn't know where I was, so didn't really have parental figures. I kind of grew up, when I say I grew up on video games, I mean I literally grew up on video games. I didn't have parental figures growing up. I didn't have anyone to show me right or wrong. I had video games to show me right or wrong. In my case, it was Mario, Kingdom Hearts, Chrono Trigger, Super Mario RPG, and they all taught me to, when you're faced with adversity, to face it with will and try to seek companionship. And that may seem really, really dumb, probably pretty cheesy, but that's what my childhood was like. It was very lonely. And I had people come in and out of my life constantly. No one ever was really able to stay because of the nature of how my life was. And just having people, anybody to rely on was huge in my early development. And that's what Kingdom Hearts really was. It was a friend. It was something that I could rely on always. I can always put that disc in, load up a save file, or start a new game. And I'd be faced with Sora's Face and the song of Simple and Clean blasting over my old Toshiba TV, box TV speakers, and I'd be dancing to it, and I'd be smiling, and I'd be a little innocent kid again. Before the horrors of the world descended on me, I could be a kid again, and it was a wonderful feeling. Kingdom Hearts 2, beating that, was one of the most cathartic, best experiences of my life. Nothing even comes close to how I felt. I was crying and in tears. A game that I already loved was expanded even more so. And it was so monumentally huge for me. As a 10-year-old, I broke down and cried, and it was almost like I was mourning my childhood, because as Sora left his behind in that game, I left mine behind, was finally finishing it. And I moved on to being 11 years old. It'd be quite a few years before I'd see Kingdom Hearts again after that. My old PS2 would be stolen, and for the most part, I wouldn't really touch video games until I was 16. I couldn't really touch them or interact with them because I was homeless, and my the short little parental life I did have with my father was rapidly deteriorating, and I didn't really get a chance to have a childhood or any friends again because of how often I was just trying to survive. That is until I moved in with my mother, and that's a whole different story, but she took me in and saved me, along with my stepdad. And the very first game I remember getting with my own money, mind you, money I earned, was Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5. I remember seeing that at a GameStop. I was with my little brother at the time, and I saw it there, and I knew I had to get it. So I got it, because I was there for a completely different game, right? I was going to buy my own completely different game. I saw that, and although there was a brand new game coming out, and I forget exactly, it was Final Fantasy 15. That's what it was. It was Final Fantasy 15 was just coming out. And I saw that on the shelf, and I knew I had to get it. So I grabbed it, and again, same story as Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy got shafted for Kingdom Hearts. Surprise! And I took it home, and I sat there, and part of me was really, really scared to play Kingdom Hearts, because for the longest time, Kingdom Hearts had always been my safety blanket, and I had had that in so long. And by the way, at this point, I'm in an entirely new place, meeting an entirely new family. I'm out of my elements. I'm trying to become a normal person again. I'm trying to turn off those survival instincts that have been drilled into me. And I put in Kingdom Hearts 1.5. I boot up Kingdom Hearts, the first game, and it's like no time had passed at all. I thought I'd hate the game or think it's dated or anything. And while there was moments where I'd get frustrated or think the game's sluggish, each moment I thought that I'd be immediately charmed or immediately fall in love with the game all over again. And when you get to the end of the game and that song plays, I started tearing up and crying just of how proud I felt. And then I did it again and again with game after game after game. And at that point in my life, I felt incredibly unstable. I felt incredibly scared. I was in a new place. I didn't even know half the people I was with. You know, I was with a family I didn't know. And that was scary. And Kingdom Hearts was a way for me to have some security. And I played those games over and over and over. Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, Birth by Sleep, repeatedly. And it brought me back to a time of safety. And once again, I was 16 years old. I was looking back at my childhood. And I was able to recognize some of the bad things and good things and just having something nice that I could hold, that I could play. And also having significantly upgraded versions of the original games. Like, I don't think people realize how big of a jump 1080 is from 480p. And I was playing them on a PS4, which was quite a huge jump from the PS2. I was enamored immediately again. And through the weight of Kingdom Hearts 3, a lot happened from Kingdom Hearts 2 to 3. I'd played several of the mini games, side games, I mean to say, and they were all right. And, bad lore aside, they were all right. I'd gone through and played many different experiences. I had played many different other games. I had tried, many other things, and I thought they were fun and they were cool, but nothing ever really stuck for too long. I played it, I'd enjoy it, and then I'd move on. And then it happened. I remember sitting down one day, coming home from school, high school, and I saw a trailer on YouTube called Kingdom Hearts 3. And I'm like, no. Kingdom Hearts has been dead for years. Sure, Dream Drop Distance released a few years ago, but nah. Then it played, and I was enamored. And that same childlike spirit rushed into me once more as I saw Sword dancing about that tower, shooting his arrow guns at the time, and showing off many things that wouldn't really make it into the game, but were still really cool to witness. And that final scene when he picks up the Keyblade off the beach, I was in love once again. It'd be quite a few years that they said that the game would come out, but man, do I remember. 2019, the game's coming out. I'm so excited. I had been working the entire summer, earning every scrap of cash I can get. Super excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. And the day it comes out, I get out of school. I don't even take the bus. I walk straight from my school all the way to the mall, walk into GameStop, and I buy the game. And I'm holding it in my hands. And then I go home. It's a Friday. I put the game in, and the cutscene that plays starts making me teary-eyed. Before I even start playing the game, I'm crying. At this point, I'm so close to graduating high school. I'm about to graduate and become an official adult in a few months. I'm overwhelmed with emotion. I finally am experiencing insane things. While I had been 18, I'd still been in high school, and I played the game. And while I couldn't help but compare it to Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts 1 while I was playing, but the longer I played, the less and less I thought about those games, and the more and more I thought about the game I was playing. A bad curse I have is I have very low attention span. It's why I never really finish my games or really platinum them too much. Kingdom Hearts 3 was a game and by the way, I'm platinuming it right now, so I'm making this whole live stream, is a game where I've played it over and over and over. I've sunk well into 300 hours into that game, just replaying it over and over and over again. And I gotta say, I'm probably gonna sink another 300 in because the game is so fun. And the story alone, I'll rewatch those cutscenes endlessly. Kingdom Hearts 3, while Kingdom Hearts 1 signified the end of my innocence, and Kingdom Hearts 2 was the ending of my childhood, Kingdom Hearts 3 was my step into adulthood. It was the final closure on everything that had gone on, from my horrible beginnings to, finally things are looking up and things are going to be okay. Kingdom Hearts 3 showed me that as bad as things were and as bad as things could be, there was still hope and there's still things to look forward to. There's still things that you can do. And while a part of my life was ending, like the Darkseeker saga was, a new chapter had opened. And I was excited and scared and nervous, just like Sora was, to go into the realm, to just use the power of waking. I was just as scared to become an adult. And I remember how excited I was and how sad I was when I beat that game. And I just remember how much it meant to me and how much my heart was filled with joy and love and just absolute happiness. Kingdom Hearts 3 and Kingdom Hearts as a series has moved me in a way that nothing even comes close, and any media has even come close to. Kingdom Hearts represents such a huge part of my life. And I think that everyone should experience it. I can understand not liking the story. I can understand maybe you not liking the gameplay, but together they build such a union and such a love that I really am excited for anything Kingdom Hearts related, whether it is a reference or just a small thing. I'm just excited for the future. And I know I haven't been reading the comments, but I just really want to push this point forward. I just want to say, whatever comes next out of Kingdom Hearts 4 and the, thousands of side games we're going to get following it, I'm just happy that I got to experience Kingdom Hearts. Through the bad and the good, Kingdom Hearts has been with me all the way. And I'm excited to jump into Kingdom Hearts 4. And I guess that's kind of why I wanted to make this video, to share my love and passion for this game. Because Kingdom Hearts has meant a lot to me. And if this hasn't convinced you to try the games, then I'm sorry I failed. But there's some time, maybe pick up 1.5 plus 2.5 and give those old games a shot, because I think you'll find something you'll love, just like I loved it all those years ago. This has been Proxy Audios. See you guys in the next one.